All right, what's up, guys? We got another pull and hamstring day coming at you this week, but this time I am joined by my friend Rachel Sedwick, IFBB Pro.
So I took all of 2022 off after I had a 2021 season. Stepped off stage in like November 2021, and then...
And that's when you turned pro, right?
No, I actually turned pro long ago, 2017.
Really?
I had my last show in 2021, like in November, and switched coaches, went to a new coach, just changed a lot of things that I was doing. And so we took off the last year, and it was a really, really great growth season, made a lot of changes, but we still, to be competitive in the figure pro league, I needed to be bigger. I still need to be bigger. The biggest thing is my legs. I need to build out my quads, hamstring, just density all around.
We kind of talked about that last time for sure. Sorry I sound like fucking Steve-O, but my allergies are killing me. Cool. So we'll do a neutral grip pull down first, then lying leg curl, because I want to get short first, get a lot of blood in there, and then stretch it. Right. And then we'll finish out with 2 back movements. So I think mine's a little bit more volume on back, whereas yours might be a little bit more hamstring. But maybe I'm wrong. But we can move it around however we need to.
Let's do it.
Cool. I'm probably not going to talk that much because I sound like this today. So we will see how this goes. Starting off with some straight arm pull downs, just to get the shoulder overhead, get some feeling to the lats, some blood in there. How did you feel? You good? Yeah. I don't want to sound like Steve-O.
Mine sounded bad for about like 3-4 weeks. Now it's finally sounding normal. Mine was partially due to smoking a cigar and inhaling a little bit.
Skype here.
Unleash hell. Yeah, there you go. Good. Keep that shoulder down. Yeah. Kind of think about reaching and stretching from here. Stretch from there. Yeah. Good. I was just getting her to stop pulling the shoulders up to the top. Stretching here. Keep the shoulders down. Stretch with the shoulder depressed. My fucking face is probably as red as his jacket.
It's pretty red.
I like doing the lats before RDLs because most of the time when people brace, they want to like pull here. Right? They're grabbing the bar and they're trying to yank from the shoulders.
Or they're shrugging it up at the top.
So like a little bit of blood, a little bit of connection to the lat already. When we grab the bar, we're going to be able to feel it better, brace the whole spine. It's helped me a shitload as far as keeping my spine still when my core has problems because of the hernia surgery. So, so like I got to make sure all that shit is moving. How's that?
Good.
All right, we got lying leg curls. Some more lying leg curls. Same kind of concept I talked about with the lats of like, I want to be able to feel my hamstrings when I go over there, open them up better with the stretch after. I just like doing my curls before I go do a really heavy compound. She does a really good job of keeping this still. So a lot of times you'll see that hip roll, kind of arc at the lower back, but she's doing a really good job keeping her core still. There's going to be some movement there, but you shouldn't be powering it like I see a lot of people do.
Like,
right, exactly. Like they're twerking on the fucking lying leg curl. Your feet, what are you doing with your feet? Are you like
grip the ground?
So try something for me.
Okay.
Part of the issue when it comes to that internal rotation at the hip is your foot.
Okay.
Right? So if my foot can't internally rotate, which is part of that arc, kind of going flat, that is internal rotation to our foot, then you can't get it the rest of the way. So instead of like, so what she's saying is she puts her foot down and then grips the floor. That makes our foot really rigid, and then it's a lot harder for our feet to move. So what I'm wanting her to do is still spread your toes out like you're gonna grab the floor. Just don't do the grab part. Let the whole foot be on the floor. Like if you look at on my next warm up, look at my foot and look at how flat it is on the floor. Instead of trying to arc instead of trying to grip that arc up. So get yourself braced and then pull from the glutes. Don't pull from the shoulders.
locking in like
so like
that.
if you watch her movement pattern, when you start to hear me cueing, pull from the glutes instead of the shoulders, when she's pulling from the shoulder, the first thing that moves is this. So she's here and yanking up versus pulling from the glutes, which lets everything else come with it.
Yeah.
Which keeps this all locked down. Sometimes you'll hear people say that they hate chest supported movements because they can't breathe. What you have to learn to do is breathe into your back. So most people want to breathe here, into their stomach or into their chest. When we are creating space between our shoulder blades, our lungs can fill that direction. So when she's doing her movement here, she's not trying to breathe into her chest. She's gonna breathe into that space she is creating in the stretch. Something that's extremely important is your program should be based around what you need to bring up. So it's not just about like, first you find the response, so your coach is probably going to give you something more basic, and then as you respond, your coach should be responding to your body. So Rachel's coach saw that her back was growing faster than her legs, and her legs is what needs to come up more. So he flipped it.
Yeah, so we switched. So we had a little bit more hamstring dominance in my training, and now I have technically like 3 leg days in my 4-day split, but hamstrings, like, they react pretty well, but they still need a good amount of volume for me to grow. A lot of clients, I find, like, because I'm a coach too, I find that like people just want to change a program because they're tired of it, right? It shouldn't be about entertainment. It should be about what is your body responding to after mastering things, because your body is not going to respond like the first few weeks on a program unless you're absolutely perfect on every single thing that you're doing.
And you're probably like,
and your coach should be inspecting that, in my opinion.
You and I at the level we're at, like, we've been doing this for a while, but like even still in those first couple of weeks, it's figuring out movement patterns, adjusting to the volume, adjusting to the exercise selection. So it's like, and your body changes too. Like when we get little injuries, like I just had a little side joint thing that I was working through, so like I needed to tweak my programming a little bit. Now that I feel better, I'm still using what I learned from this recent injury, even though like I learned a lot from when I had this injury like 3 or 4 years ago, and I learned to change it from there. So if you're changing like exercises every like 6 or 8 weeks that I've seen people do, it's like 2 to 3 weeks of that was wasted time because it's you getting adjusted. So like I've been basically doing the same program for fucking months. I don't even know how long now. Like, that's how long it's been. The special guest, Rachel Sedwick, IFBB Pro, is the same session you guys have seen with me before, but she got to test it out today. It's a little bit different than kind of how she's been doing it. What'd you think?
I liked it. I mean, I think that's the cool thing about just learning from other people, other professionals. Like, we both do the same thing, but we do it different ways. And so, like, we can always learn from other people doing it slightly differently. I can get some cues from you. You can see how, you know, someone with a different body type does something, and that can inform your training. And, like, so it's always a good thing to learn to evolve a little bit. So.
Definitely. As always, like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell your mom.